Hey guys, welcome back to the Harbinger Breakdown.
My name is Isabella Chavez and I'm here with my assistant.
Not your assistant, but my name is Andrinika Aimable.
And today we're going to be discussing tests and exams and diagnostics and all the sorts. So the first thing I want to talk about is where we all come from, iReady diagnostics, the smaller tests that we take in like primary or like in the younger versions of school. Exactly.
Did it start in like first grade or kindergarten?
I don't know. I was in daycare.
Okay, I think first grade.
Right.
Wait, before we get into that, which one was your favorite, like reading or math?
Math.
I was always a reading person.
I liked math. I suck at reading. I've always sucked at reading, and I will continue to suck at reading. How did you feel about your iReady diagnostic, Andrinika?
I dreaded doing them every single time. It was like, what, like 3 times a year?
Yes, they were like the PMs, but worse.
Yeah.
I remember.
Sorry.
And then there was, you remember the brain breaks? With the freaking balloon! The freaking balloon and the... Bah!
Did they work for you?
No! You were crazy. I remember, like, I would zone out until, like, it was over. Because, like, they were, like, if anything, they were just more of a distraction. And, like, I hated when they came out because it's like, I'm trying to do my freaking test, man. I just want to get this over with. Stop distracting me.
I appreciate the concept, but definitely did not work for me because it just, like, it made me feel like I was supposed to be calm, and I'm like, I'm not calm. This is supposed to be making me calm, and it's not working. So, like, what's wrong with me? When I wasn't the problem, it was the whole, like, format of iReady tests.
And also, I don't care. I mean, I feel like you could, like, maybe toggle a freaking, like, button if you want to have the brain breaks. But, like, for people who just want to get the test over with, like, please. I don't want to deal with, like, a 3-minute or 5-minute video.
Yeah, that's, like, an extra, like, 5 minutes where I could have been taking a nap.
Exactly. And then another thing about the iReady diagnostics were those, like, little games that they would give you.
I don't know. That was iReady games.
No, there was, like, an actual, like, there were actual games in the diagnostic, like, halfway through.
What?
In, like, the earlier levels of iReady, there were, like, actual, like, little games. Like, they would make you stop, and then they would make you play, like, a game for, like, a couple of minutes before making you resume.
Oh, my God. I forgot all about that.
Do you remember now?
I guess that's how traumatic
it was. Like, there was a mining game.
Was it that traumatic for me that I don't remember the details?
It was a mining game. That's all I know. Anyways, I remember, like, the iReady diagnostic, every single time that, like, we had to do it, the score would, like, be the bane of my existence, because my mom would literally, like...
They would have, like, those reports printed out. Which I don't think is fair. Like, they would have, like, one question on a particular topic, and you would get that wrong, and it would say, like, 0%.
Oh, my God, yes. And then, like, the little score at the bottom telling you how far you were.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was so crazy, because, like, I remember, like, doing all the math. I'm like, okay, I'm almost done. Okay, I'm missing probably, like, this many amounts of questions. Okay, 96% done.
And it sort of felt like the PSAT because, like, if you did good, it would get harder. But if you did bad, it would get easier. And that's how I would know. Because I remember one year, I was an overachiever in elementary school, and I used to be, like, 2 grades ahead of my level. And, like, one year, I think in, like, 4th grade, I went down, like, by, like, 100 points. And I knew I went down because the test got, like, super easy. Like, it went down to, like, I don't know, like, 2nd grade easy, where it was, like addition questions. And I genuinely, like, almost had a breakdown.
This reminds me of, like, I remember the freaking, like, the ABCDEFG grade levels, and I remember being so excited anytime that I was, like, either, like, a grade level above or 2.
Yeah.
Because, like, I remember seeing all my friends' things, and they would all say, like,
Gifted kids.
A or B, and then I'd be like, C. Wait, is C worse?
No, the higher it is, the, like, so, like, A, I think it was, like, 1st grade, B was 2nd grade.
Exactly. I had a C, and, like, in the, like, 2nd grade.
Is that where, like, our trauma started with, like, trying to be the best?
Oh, well, like, in general, that's just where it started for me, because, like, my parents have always been
where it
strict.
started for me was Starfall.
Starfall?
Starfall. Pre-K.
What is that?
It's something we used to do in pre-K. It wasn't even, like, tests. It was just, like, little assignments. And, like, anytime, like, I think they would, like, have different, like, stars. And, like, I think it was, like, 5 stars. You got 100. And, like, one singular time, I got 3 stars. And I didn't get a jelly bean. Because, like, if we would have, like, little assessments every day. And if you got 5 stars, you would get a jelly bean. And I did not get my jelly bean that day. And I went home crying because I really wanted my jelly bean.
Okay, since you started on the topic of trauma, I'm gonna tell you my first, like the most earliest moment of consciousness that I remember of me, like, absolutely starting to hate exams and tests as a whole. So there was this one time in, like, the 4th or the 5th grade, where, like,
6, 7. Sorry.
where we had to do a test on geography. And so I was a straight A student. My whole life I've been a straight A student. Actually, that's a lie. I stopped recently, but hey, I try my best and that's what matters. But yeah, in the early grades, like up until like 7th grade, 6th or 7th grade, I remember that I used to get just straight A's. So then the first test that I remember was when I got a D on that geography exam, on the geography test in like the 5th grade. And like, I remember like I started bawling and my teacher was like, "Are you okay? What is wrong?" And I'm like, "I can't do it. I failed my geography test. I hate geography. I don't know where any state is. I don't know where any country is. I don't even know what a city is. I don't know what a continent is." I
still don't. Okay, bringing up the story about geography. Last year we were in global perspectives, and if you've taken that class, it's like it's very like international. Like, you're not just basing your information off of America or the United States of America. It's like all over the world. And we were talking about continents, and
Do you not know what continents are, Andrinika?
No, it was you who didn't know.
Hey, I know now, and that's what matters, okay? Listen, continents. Are you sure that wasn't global perspectives?
Yes.
I feel like that was an environmental.
It was
Like
wait, was it?
It might have been an environmental when they wanted us to like
memorize the 7 continents.
And then I remember like the day of the test, they asked like, "Where is this located?" And it was like, it was the fact that like students nowadays genuinely believe that a test defines how smart they are. And like, even with like when it comes to IQ too, like you have to take a test to like find out how smart you are. But like, what if I'm just not a good test taker? And like, it's horrible. I don't know how you would be able to replace it. Like, I think that you would definitely have to find a way to replace tests as a whole, or like find a better method.
A better system.
Or yeah, exactly, a better system. But I just know that it's not efficient and it's not good.
It's not working. Exactly. At least in like modern day, it's not working because people learn every day. But the minute, me for example, like the minute you put me in front of, it could be like A, B, C, D, and I would still be like, "Oh my God, is this correct?" Because it's just like, you say the word test and I immediately get nervous because I'm like, this is being graded. I'm being judged based off of that. And I think that's where like tests, you start like having trouble with tests because anything that you're being judged on, it automatically makes you nervous. At least that's what I'm like.
I don't know. I think so. I feel like I just usually have like on and off days, and like on some days I'm like the smartest person you will ever meet, and then on the other days I'm like.
I think there's more efficient ways to see how students are learning. You have teachers there who are there day in and day out working so hard to teach the kids. And they, if anybody, they will know if the students are learning or not.
And honestly, I also feel like, in a way, presentations, like one-on-one presentations would be better than a test.
We did that in freshman year, remember? It was like a group presentation and we went outside. Because presentations are similar to tests in the fact that you feel judged.
Right.
Because the whole class is just sitting there staring at you and you don't know if what you're doing is correct. Yeah,
so although you like a test, you don't know if you're getting the answer right. In a presentation, you also don't know if if you have the answer right, but you also have people staring at you, which is why, but like the thing is, you actually get to talk and like give yourself a moment to talk and like think, and then you like
you can always come back.
Exactly, you can always fix yourself after, but like after you turn in a test, there's no coming back.
Especially with ACE tests.
Don't talk to me.
And in pen.
Oh my God. The pens, yes. Honestly,
what is it with the British and pens?
Hey man, we're not gonna get into that because that's like a completely
I'm genuinely curious. Why?
Because they want to be like, oh, they said this. Especially with the way they make you cross it out. Like, they make you only do a little line. Yeah. Like, why do you want to know what I wrote so badly? Why do you want to know my mistakes? Hello? But yeah, I don't know. That's weird. And like, we recently took this test in ACE history. It was just a regular test. Yeah. Guys, I got a D on that test. And
wait, the thing was, it wasn't even like she said it was like things that you learned in like literally 9th grade.
She was literally like,
and still that test made me so nervous. Every question I felt like I was getting something wrong. And continuing on the ACE test, that's exactly what they want you to do. It's like you have no idea what's going to be on it. They give you like units and you have to memorize or know something about everything instead of just, hey, we're going to do this unit for this test, so make sure you study on that. No, they want you to know everything.
Yeah, and I guess like at that, like if you're getting into those tests like APs and ACEs and all those important big ones, you have to like start studying like literally months or weeks before, because if not, you're gonna like end up cramming it all into one day, and you're not gonna get anything out of it. You're not gonna remember anything at all.
You took the SAT recently.
I did.
Right?
I took it on Saturday. I didn't study.
Okay. That's so wise.
All I know is that when I got there, I was wearing my pajamas because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna. I came in with
test some comfort. I came
in with the mindset that like, oh, I'm gonna come in comfortable and pretend that I'm just doing like an assignment on my bed.
Yeah.
Like I'm just doing my homework on my bed, and I usually get good grades when I do homework on my bed. And so on the reading part, well, my scores come out on the 17th. First of all, the reading modules I hated because it was 8 in the morning, and I'm not a reader. I'm not a reader. I'm a math person. And so I hated the reading modules because they were long and the vocabulary words were really confusing. And I've never heard of them before. And then the math modules, mwah, I love math. But the problem is it was a little too easy. So I got to module 1 and I was like, this is cake, this is cake, this is cake. I finished module 1 and I get to module 2. This is cake, this is cake.
That's a good thing. That when it gets harder, that's good.
No. As in, it was getting too easy, and I was like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Because like the first module was so easy, and I was like, how do I get anything wrong in the first module? It was literally asking me to divide something, and then on the second one, it was asking me for the center point of a circle. All I had to do was put it.
That got harder.
No, like all you have to do is put it into the graphing calculator and look at the point. Yeah, I'm a little worried. We'll find out what my score is.
You'll find out when you find out.
And then if you see me like walking around the hallway looking like hella depressed, that's why.
Did you have any like I know like last year we did a prayer circle. Before did you have anything that you did before to help you?
You know what I did? Nothing. I just woke up and went to take the test.
That's cool too.
But I did bring sandals and my feet were out.
Was it not cold?
Oh yeah, that was a big problem actually because I usually
if you fail you could blame that. My feet are really
I usually get really nervous when my feet are cold, so that could have been a big major factor. And like the day before I literally had an anxiety attack, probably because
over
of
the test?
Over the SAT and then the fact that I had a presentation and a couple of other assignments, but mainly because of the SAT being the next day.
See, and so, you're braver than me because I haven't even scheduled my SAT yet.
Oh no, I'm gonna schedule mine again for January, I think.
I like to live in delusion. Like if I don't schedule it, then maybe I won't have to take it.
No.
Anyway, if I do fail, I'll just end up going to MDC like another bum.
But on the topic of SATs, it is so crazy to me how colleges will look at that score and be like, okay, we want this kid. They got a high
score. They did really good on that particular test.
Exactly.
They're gonna be. How does you getting a good score on one test determine how good of a college student you can be?
And I get that. I get like that. That's why they give you multiple tries. But each test is like $60.
So yeah, and like sometimes
you only get 3 free tries if you sign the waiver. And then after that, it's $60 per test.
Sometimes your strengths are not reading and writing. Like I know so many like artistic, cool people who would be really good college students, but they don't get the chance because they're not as smart as a college would want. And I don't think that's fair.
And it's like, even if I suck at math and reading, even if I suck but I have decent skills, it doesn't mean that I don't deserve to go to college. And like, I might just be better at history.
And that's another thing.
Which I'm not.
And that's another thing. You have to see how much work the person is willing to put in to be better. Because they might not be good at that particular moment, but they study and they study and they study and they work hard. And then by the time they're freshmen in college, they're better.
Yeah.
Wait, want to talk about our traditions that we have for tests, like our ACE tests? The ones that we did last year? And guys, they work. Don't steal them, but they work because we all pass.
Them. By all means, if you want to get a good grade, go ahead. Hey man, don't gatekeep our strategies. Okay. But basically, we did a prayer circle before our ACE exams.
It was like all our friend group.
Yeah, we did a prayer circle.
We thank God because He's the only one who can make this happen, making us pass all those tests. And it's literally all of us. Like nobody in our friend group failed, which thank goodness. Because I
was almost there, but I didn't fail. Going
into how like it feels like when people around you pass the test and you fail, like especially if it was like an ACE test, I would have. So the ACE scores came out during summer, and I spent 2 days avoiding them. Like I think
my friend still hasn't checked their scores. Like the other day, we called them down for like the retakes, and then they were like, "Why am I here?" And I'm like, "Oh, to retake one of your ACE exams." And she's like, I failed one of them. Oh my God, this is why I don't check them. And I'm like, you haven't checked your ACE scores? Girl, what are you doing?
What's the saying that, like, the saying where it's basically like, if ignorance is bliss. For me, in that moment, ignorance was bliss. Like, I felt that it was better to live with the anxiety of, like, not knowing rather than knowing that I failed.
See, unfortunately, I'm not like this. I literally, like, I remember, like, the day I kept on telling everyone, I'm not gonna check. Oh, I'm not gonna check. The day it came out, I was refreshing the page. After? Yes, I was refreshing, and then I remember, like, bawling my eyes out because I got, like, 3 E's, and I was.
You did not get 3 E's.
I did. I got 3 E's, 1 D, and 1 C.
What?
Yeah.
How many tests did we take?
I think. Don't quote me on that.
No, we took, like, we only had, like, 4 IS classes.
So then I got 2 E's. Anyways, I think that's it.
Do good on your test, Jaguars.
Yeah. Try your best, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, another thing. Even though we're talking like we hate tests, and we do.
We understand,
but, like,
how
we understand the system, and we understand why it is a thing. We just want to see a better system for the future generation.
Like, one last thing before we say goodbye. What if, hear me out, what if we, like, you know how we do practice tests for, like, big exams? What if we do that for regular tests? Like, in math?
I mean, you can. I'm going to play devil's advocate for, like, a few seconds. You can do reviews. You can. I'm not.
Okay, but I'm talking about, like, in class with the teacher, because I can't do it at home. I can never focus at home. Like, I don't know. I just don't have it in me to focus at home and be able to do it at home. What about going
to a library and...
I can't do it. I can't do it in a library either. I don't have time for that. I get home at 6 already, and then I take my 2-hour nap, and then I bath at, like, 10 and do my homework until, like, 2 a.m. But anyways, yes, what I'm saying is do, like a quick little test before the actual test, and then don't grade that test. Just, like, do it there for a review with the whole class. And then
it's like what Mr. Hernandez did. Like, he does a review, and then he gives you, like, little questions in your notebook, and then after that, he goes over it with you guys.
Exactly. But you don't have to grade it. Like, that way, like, you're just giving that extra practice. Yeah, you just give it extra practice, and then you're good. Like, that's what I would like to see. Yeah,
it's more convenient for the student and the teacher, because with that system, students are probably going to get better grades, and then the teachers are not having to grade that particular thing, which I get is, like, a lot of work for teachers to, I'm going to grade something else out of the 100 million things that I have to do. Yeah. And I think it works. Especially my math teacher. He gives us a quiz, like, every week. Anyways, that's going to be a wrap. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed our podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. See you next time. Bye.